Hello students, welcome to another video of number theory. Today we are going to discuss some examples. So first example is if p is odd prime. First example is if p is an odd prime, then prove that 1 square into 3 square into 5 square into up to p minus 2 square, that is square of all odd integers, all odd positive integers from 1 to p minus 2, that is 1 square into 3 square into 5 square up to p minus 2 square is congruent to minus 1 raised to p plus 1 by 2 minus 1 raised to p plus 1 by 2 under modulo p. Given that if p is odd prime, then we have to prove that 1 square 3 square into 5 square up to p minus 1 by p minus 2 square is congruent to minus 1 raised to p plus 1 by 2 under modulo p. So for in the solution of this, to solve this example, we know that one congruence or one result, we know that k is congruent to any integer k is congruent to minus of p minus k under modulo p. This is the specific result, since if we multiply by this minus sign to this, we get minus p plus k. K is congruent to k under modulo p and minus of p is congruent to 0 modulo p. So we get k is congruent to minus of p minus k modulo p. Now using this congruence for 1, 2, 3 up to p minus 1 integers, we can write therefore 1 is congruent to minus of p minus 1 under modulo p. Similarly 1, then 3 is again congruent to minus of p minus 3 under modulo p. Similarly we can write p minus 2, p minus 4. So p minus 4, we can write p minus 4 is congruent to minus of p minus 4 under modulo p, or we can write this is congruent to minus p, this minus of minus p plus minus plus p, minus p plus p going cancel, so minus of 4 modulo p. Since this multiplying by this minus sign, first of all multiplying this minus sign, we get p minus p plus 4. So p minus p gets cancelled, so plus 4 into this minus 1, so minus 4 is congruent under p minus 4 is congruent to minus 4 under modulo p. And for p minus 2, we can write p minus 2 is congruent to, similarly for this we can write minus 2 under modulo p. If we see here 1, 3, 5, this odd number, again this odd number, then this is the left hand side of the congruence. In the right hand side or in the residues, we can see minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, all are these even numbers. So multiplying these congruences with each other, we can write, therefore we can write this 1 into 3 into 5 up to this p minus 4 into p minus 2 is congruent to, now we can write p minus 2 is congruent to minus 2, p minus 4 is congruent to minus 4, p minus 6 is congruent to minus 6. Similarly this minus of p minus 3 minus of p minus 1. So rearranging, we can write this minus 2 into minus 4 into minus 6 into this multiplication up to minus of p minus 3 into minus of p minus 1 under modulo p. So we can write this minus sign here appears in 1, 2 up to exactly for the p minus 1, for the first p minus 1 positive integers. These odd integers are half and even integers are half numbers. So adding these two integers we get p minus 1. So these integers 2, 4 up to p minus 1 are exactly p minus 1 by 2. Similarly, these are again exactly p minus 1 by 2. So here minus sign appears for exactly p minus 1 by 2 times. So we can write this is congruent to minus 1 raised to p minus 1 by 2, and now this 2 into 4 into 6 up to p minus 3 into p minus 1 under modulo p, under modulo p. So here we get this 1 into 3 into 5 up to p minus 4 into p minus 2 is congruent to minus 1 raised to p minus 1 into 2 into 4 into 6 into p minus 3 p minus 1 under modulo p. Now we want to prove that 1 square into 3 square into 5 square up to p minus 2 square is congruent to minus 1 raised to p plus 1 by 2 under modulo p. So here we get 1 into 3 into 5 into p minus 2. To get this 1 square, 3 square, 5 square, we multiply both sides by 1 into 3 into 5 into p minus 4 into p minus 2. Now multiplying both sides by both sides by 1 into 3 into 5 up to p minus 4 into p minus 2, we get, multiplying both sides of the congruence by this number, we get 1 into 1 1 square, 3 into 3 3 square, 5 into 5 5 square, similarly p minus 2 square. So we get 1 square into 3 square into 5 square up to p minus 4 square into p minus 2 square, and which is congruent to this minus 1 raised to p minus 1 by 2 into this 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. So 1 2 3 4 up to this p minus suppose 3 into p minus 2 into p minus 1 under modulo p, under modulo p. So here we can say that 1 2 3 up to p minus 1 is p minus 1 factorial. So writing this as minus 1 raised to p minus 1 by 2 into p minus 1 factorial under modulo p, since this multiplication of first p minus 1 natural numbers is p minus 1 factorial, and p minus 1 factorial, p is odd prime and p minus 1 factorial. By using Wilson's theorem we can say that p minus 1 factorial is congruent to minus 1 mod p. So we can write minus 1 raised to p minus 1 by 2 into minus 1 under modulo p. This is by using Wilson's theorem, by using Wilson's theorem. Now this 1 in 1 minus 1 raised to p minus 1 by 2 into this minus 1, we can write it as minus 1 raised to p minus 1 by 2 plus 1 under modulo p. Now simplifying this we get minus 1 raised to p minus 1 plus 2 is p plus 1 divided by 2 under modulo p. Hence the proof, that is 1 square into 3 square into 5 square up to p minus 2 square is congruent to minus 1 raised to p plus 1 by 2 under modulo p. Hence this solution, just taking this congruence, that is k is congruent to minus of p minus k. By taking this congruence, k is congruent to minus of p minus k, and using this for 1 3 5 6 5 7 up to p minus 2 and multiplying these congruences with each other, we get this. And now multiplying both sides of the congruence by again this number, that is 1 into 3 into 5 into p minus 2. So we get 1 square 3 square up to p minus 2 square, which is congruent to this minus 1 raised to, taking minus sign common, that is minus 1, here again minus 1, here again minus 1, again minus 1, and this minus 1 here is exactly p minus 1 by 2 times. Since p for the first p minus 1 positive numbers, there are half numbers are odd and half numbers are even. So these are half numbers even and these half are odd. So p minus 1 half is p minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 appears for exactly p minus 1 by 2 times. So minus 1 raised to p minus 2 into this number, and multiplying by this we get this as p minus 1 factorial, and p minus 1 factorial is congruent to minus 1 mod p by using Wilson's theorem. Here we use Wilson's theorem since p is an odd prime. So, minus 1 raised to p minus 1 by 2 and this plus 1, we get the solution. Similarly, the next example that you are going to prove as homework, next example is, this is for your homework. If p is an odd prime, p is an odd prime, then prove that 2 square into 4 square into 6 square up to p minus 1 square is congruent to minus 1 raised to p plus 1 by 2 under modulo p. In the same manner, using this congruence and multiplying and again multiplying by this number, you will get the same answer. Now, the next example is prove that, if p is congruent to 3 mod 4, then prove that p minus 1 by 2 factorial is congruent to plus or minus 1 mod p. If p is congruent to 3 mod 4, then prove that p minus 1 by 2 factorial is congruent to plus or minus 1 mod p. So, for plus or minus 1 mod p or plus or minus 1 mod m, we have seen x square is congruent to 1 mod p if and only if x is congruent to plus or minus 1 mod p. So, we are going to use that result in this solution. So, first of all, the given thing is p is congruent to 3 mod 4. So, by using definition of congruence, we can write 4 divides p minus 3. So, by using definition of divisibility, we can write p minus 3 is equals to 4k. So, from this we can rearrange this as p is equals to 3 plus 4k. This k is an integer. So, this p is of the form 3k plus 4, which is suppose equation number 1. Now, we have given p is prime number. So, we can use Wilson's theorem. Also, we know the Wilson's theorem. That is, p minus 1 factorial is congruent to minus 1 mod p. That is, p minus 1 factorial can be written in 1, 2 into 3 into 4 up to p minus 1, multiplication of first p minus 1 positive integers, or we can write this as p minus 1 by 2 into p minus 1 by 2 plus 1, that is p plus 1 by 2, as we have seen in the previous example. P minus 1 by 2 plus 1 is p plus 1 by 2 up to p minus, suppose 2 into p minus 1. So, multiplication of first p minus 1 positive integers, which is congruent to minus 1 modulo p. So, I can write this as product of j into p minus j, as we have seen in the proof of Wilson's theorem, j running from 1 to p minus 1 by 2, pairing these numbers that is 1 into p minus 1, 2 into p minus 2 up to p minus 1 by 2 into p minus 1 by 2 plus 1. So, pairing these integers and product of these pairs is this. So, product j running from 1 to p minus 1 by 2, j into p minus j, and which is congruent to minus 1 modulo p. Suppose this as equation number 2. And we know that this j into p minus j is congruent to minus of j square under modulo p. We have seen in the previous examples, or p is congruent to 0. So, we can write j into minus of j, and which is congruent to minus of j square, but this j into p minus j is congruent to minus of j square under modulo p. Since p is congruent to 0, so we can write j into 0 minus j, that is j into minus j is minus of j square under modulo p. So, we can write the j into p minus, we can write minus of j square instead of this j into p minus j in this congruence. Therefore, we get product j running from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 minus of j square minus of j square, or this minus of j equation. From writing minus of j square here, we can write minus of j square is congruent to minus 1 mod p. So, minus of j square means running this product from 1 to p minus 1, we get minus sign exactly p minus 1 by 2 times. So, we can take minus sign common. So, minus of minus 1 to the power p minus 1 by 2 taking common, can write this product j running from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 of j square, which is congruent to minus 1 modulo p, minus 1 modulo p. Now, this p from equation 1 we can write, here we have written minus 1 raised to p minus 1 by 2 since minus of j square. If we run this product from 1 to p minus 1, first for j is equals to 1 we get minus of 1 square, for j is equals to 2 we get minus of 2 square, for j is equals to 3 we get minus of 3 square. So, minus sign will appear in this product for a p minus 1 by 2 times. So, minus of minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1 is appear for exactly p minus 1 by 2 times. So, taking that minus 1 raised to p minus 1 by 2 common, we write this, and from equation number 1 we have the value of p, which is 3 plus 4k. So, we can write the value of p here, we get minus 1 raised to the value of p is 3 plus 4k minus 1 whole divided by 2 into this product as it is, j running from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 j square, which is congruent to minus 1 under modulo p. Now, 3 minus 1 is 2. So, we get minus 1 raised to 2 plus 4k divided by 2. So, by dividing 2 plus 4k by 2. So, by dividing we get 1 plus 2k, 1 plus 2k, by dividing by 2 we get 1 plus 2k, and this product as it is, j running from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 j square is congruent to minus 1 mod p. So, till this step we have just used Wilson's theorem. Now, p minus factorial writing in this way and pairing these numbers, that is j into p minus j, and writing this j into p minus j as minus of j square, since j into p minus j is congruent to minus j square mod p. So, writing this minus of j square, we get product of this minus of j square is congruent to minus 1 mod p. So, minus 1 will appear p minus 1 by 2 times. So, taking minus of minus 1 raised to p minus 1 by 2 common and writing the value of p from equation 1 we can write. So, this is from equation number, by using equation 1, p is equals to 3 plus 4k. So, simplifying this we get 1 plus 2k, that is 2 plus 4k by 2 is 1 plus 2k. So, now we can write minus 1 raised to 1 into minus 1 raised to 2k, since this minus 1 raised to 2k into minus 1 is again 1 plus minus 1 raised to 1 plus 2k. So, writing this minus 1 raised to minus 1 raised to 1 plus 2k as minus 1 raised to 2k into minus 1. So, minus 1 raised to 2k into minus 1 is again minus 1 raised to 2k plus 1, which is minus 1 raised to 1 plus 2k. So, now this product as it is. The product of j running from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 j square is congruent to minus 1 mod p. So, this minus 1 raised to 2k, 2k is again an even number. So, minus 1 raised to even number is 1. So, we get minus 1 into this product j running from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 j square is congruent to minus 1 mod p. Now, multiplying by minus sign on both sides, we get this product of j running from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 j square is congruent to 1 mod p. So, instead of this we can write this product of j running from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 into j whole square, since if we run this product 1 square into 2 square into 3 square up to p minus 1 by 2 square. So, taking square, instead of giving square to each number, we will use the result a b raised to n is equals to a raised to n into b raised to n. So, we can write this is congruent to 1 modulo p. This is congruent to 1 modulo p. So, we get this x square is congruent to 1 modulo p. Considering this product of j is equals to x, we can take x square is congruent to 1 modulo p. So, this gives us x is congruent to either plus or minus 1 mod p. This gives us this product j running from 1 to p minus 1 by 2 of j is congruent to plus or minus 1 under modulo p. This is from, since x square is congruent to 1 mod p if and only if x is congruent to plus or minus 1 mod p. So, using this result we have this. So, if we run this product j running from 1 to p minus 1, that is the product of first p minus 1 by 2 positive integers and which is our p minus 1 by 2 factorial and which is congruent to plus or minus 1 under modulo p. Hence, the solution.